Black socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
Back here in Pittsburgh, we get ready for baseball. Game 2 coming up. And guess what? It's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealer.
Yeah, we focus on the starting pitching with Cade Horton and Paul Skeens going here for a good time. Yeah, they've both been outstanding, but maybe not a long time. Both kind of carefully watched in terms of the pitch count, so we'll see how long they're able to go here today. In all likelihood, if they keep pitching the way they have been, this one will be decided late by the bullpens. Hop on the PCA train. PCA with a big night last night, double home run, and his speed and defense could certainly impact the game here tonight.
Pete Crow Armstrong of the Cubs looking to pick up a win here tonight with Cade Horton on the mound. We'll have lineups and first pitch coming up.
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
Find a dealer nearest you at buyhyundai.com. Picture perfect night for baseball here in Pittsburgh. Cubs and Pirates game 2 coming up from PNC. Time to send it downstairs and check in with Taylor McGregor.
Well, Boog, we've talked about it in our open, how dominant Cade Horton has been specifically since the All-Star break. That .84 ERA is the lowest in the major leagues. Well, when you look at his season as a whole, one of the things he's really done well against
young pitchers in all of baseball. In fact, Cade Horton is going for the Cubs. He is 10-4. Paul Skeens, last year's Rookie of the Year and possibly this season's National League Cy Young Award winner, starting for Pittsburgh. We'll be back with the lineups and baseball right after this on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen for great Cubs guests all season long on The Score, official radio home of the Cubs.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car.
If you think you can cover everything with his velocity, too, it's tough.
High fly ball, deep right field. Back goes Canario at the wall. It's got a chance. Gone. Michael Busch leads off the game with a solo home run. A towering drive to right. It got back about 4 or 5 rows. And the Cubs grab an immediate 1-0 lead. And it's always a significant run against a top-quality pitcher like Skeens to get on the board as early as possible.
Well, Skeens threw a couple fastballs, and they were out of the strike zone one way out. And this time he just spins a breaking ball in the middle of the plate, and Bushy hammers this ball deep, deep into the bleachers in straight right field. Cubs take the lead. Wow.
Here's a swing and a smash off the bat of Nico Horner to his left. The shortstop Gonzalez makes the pick. And the throw to first to get him. Another hard hit ball. Nico bounces out one away. For Busch, his 29th home run. And that's exactly the way the scoring began in last night's game with a Michael Busch home run. Last night it came in the 3rd inning. Tonight it leads off the game. 80 runs batted in for Michael Busch. Here's Ian Happ, the Pittsburgh native, swinging and fouling it back. So 29 homers for Michael Busch and 80 runs batted in for a leadoff batter.
That is great numbers for a leadoff guy, for anybody in the lineup, but much less a leadoff guy.
Happ takes down low and inside. Skeens had allowed just one earned run in his last 24 innings of pitching. You mentioned, Ron, these are not only good pitchers, but they are in a hot stretch in both cases. Skeens for the Pirates and Cade Horton for the Cubs. They have been red-hot pitchers of late. Now the 1-1 to Happ, taken outside a changeup.
Well, to your point, like Skeens, you know, one walk in his last 2 starts, 1 walk, 8 punch-outs or more in the last 2 starts each game.
Here's the swing and a miss. Ron, how about the delivery? There's something, I can't really put my finger on it. I'm sure you can as a former big league hitter. It's a unique delivery by Skeens. He's a very big man. That's part of it. But it's the way he slings the ball. He brings it from way back behind his body, and it gets there in a hurry.
Well, yeah, and it's very much unlike anyone else because of his size, as you point out, at 6'6". And then he kind of leans over a little and gives you that 3/4 delivery.
Outside, and Ian Happ draws ball 4. Cubs have a run in with a man on first, 1 away, leading 1-0, and the batter now Moises Ballesteros.
And that last breaking ball will tell you, it's telling. He threw 2 fastballs to Busch, both balls. Bushy hit the slider. On 3-2 to Happ, he went with the backdoor slider and just missed.
Ballesteros will take a strike.
Sometimes I think, and we've seen this in the past with him also, there are times where I think he feels more comfortable throwing his slider for a strike than he does the fastball.
The big right-hander ready. Short lead by Happ at first. The pitch to Ballesteros inside.
Additional note on Busch, it's the 9th time in his career that he's homered in back-to-back games, and the 6th time this season.
Michael Busch for the 9th time in his young big league career, homering in back-to-back games. Here comes the 1-1. Ballesteros takes low and in.
I think it's pretty impressive because Michael hasn't been in the league that long. He's been in the league a couple years.
Ron, getting back to the Cubs against Skeens, they really had a good game against him on the 1st of May in this park. It was a day game, as I recall. Here's the 2-1. Ballesteros bounces one, left field base hit. Happ around second, he'll hold. The play right in front of Ian as he rounded second, saw that the left fielder Sawinski was closing in on the ball and decided to hold at second. So the Cubs, with a run in, now have men at first and second with only 1 away, and the batter Carson Kelly.
A little high changeup, whether it be a split or a change, and Ballesteros seeing that hole on the left side with a shortstop playing right up the middle, just shoots it to the hole and gets him a base hit. Very good piece of hitting by Ballesteros. But you were saying about that outing, it May 1st, that the Cubs did some damage against Skeens.
3 home runs in that game. Dansby Swanson, Kyle Tucker, and Seiya Suzuki all homering. And the Cubs handed him a loss in a game that the Cubs would eventually win 8-3. Carson Kelly with a count of 1-0. Decent crowd on hand. And the pitch. There's a good fastball strike. Maybe the best fastball he has thrown yet. 98 miles per hour.
If he commands that pitch to the righties, that cross-fired heater on the outside corner, he is going to be very tough.
Now the 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Skeens last year, 2024, made his major league debut, and it was against the Cubs. Nico Horner hit a home run against him. Skeens had a no decision in that game. He was the first-round pick in the 2023 Major League Draft. First-round #1 pick overall. And the 1-2. Swinging a drive towards center, going back. Cruz still going. Cruz makes the catch going away. And the runners have to hold at first and second. Another good at bat by a Cub hitter. But Kelly is going to be out number 2.
Once again, this pitch is a breaking ball, but it's up and it's in the middle of the plate. And Kelly with a little 2-strike approach. It looked like to me when he got the 2 strikes, he shortened up on the bat just a little bit. And then he was right on that breaking ball. That was a line drive bullet. Cruz barely got back quick enough to make the play on that ball, catching it over his head.
1-0 Cubs, top of the first. 2 outs, 2 on for Pete Crow Armstrong. And Pete takes a high fastball for ball 1. You get the feeling, Ron, that these two guys will see a lot of each other before the end of their careers. Pete Crow Armstrong and Paul Skeens. Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball, base hit left field. Another run is going to score. Rounding third and crossing the dish is Ian Happ. Nice piece of hitting by Pete Crow Armstrong. He went the other way. Nice easy swing, Ron. Cubs lead 2-0, stopping at second by Esteros.
God, I just love it. You get these lefties up there with Skeens on the mound, and he likes to throw that backdoor breaking ball or change and float it away from the lefty. And this pitch is up. I believe it's a change or a split. And both Ballesteros and Pete Crow Armstrong just serve it at the shortstop position, and both get base hits.
Dansby Swanson now will chop it foul. Again, Dansby, one of the guys that homered against Skeens in that game on May the 1st in this park.
Who said you can't string hits together and drive in runs?
That's a nice little rally here.
I'm liking it. Keep the line moving, boys. There we go.
2 runs on 3 hits, a walk. And the inning's still going on. And Swanson takes inside. And it's also elevating the pitch count of Skeens up to 23 in this first inning.
Well, here's where you'd love to see Dansby run one in the gap.
The 1-1. Swinging a foul back out of play. Skeens has made some mistakes already on the breaking ball. He got away with this one here.
Yeah, and that's the thing. With these guys that are elite, we talk about it over and over and over. The first inning, second inning, before they settle in, you got to get to them early. Cubs have done that so far.
2 in, 2 on, 2 down. The 1-2 pitch just missing a little bit high.
I think the only person that didn't think that was strike 3 was the home plate umpire.
Carlos Torres calling balls and strikes. Charlie Ramos working at first. Alfonso Marquez at second, and Lance Barrett at third. Marquez is the crew chief of this quartet. Plenty of Cub fans in attendance, as they were last night. Many of them right behind the Cubs' first base dugout area. A lot of Cubby blue hats and shirts. And the 2-2. Low and inside. 3-2. So a slight advantage for the Cubs now. Runners will be moving. Ballesteros from second and Crow Armstrong at first.
Now a long single could score Pete from first base.
There they go. The pitch hit high in the air to left, curling foul toward the stands, and that's going to be out of play.
This first inning is powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated. Also the Speed Gun powered by Xfinity. Get seriously powerful Wi-Fi. Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming, and these two guys are going to rush it up there 96, 97, 98 miles an hour today.
Runners lead first and second. Cubs lead 2-0 first inning. Inside, he almost hit him, and that's ball 4. Another note that I wrote down, Ron, in his last 10 home game starts here at PNC Park, Skeens' ERA over those 10 games was 0.57. So he has not had many innings like the one we're watching right now.
No. He hasn't had many innings like this in his big league career. Of a year and 5 months or whatever it would be. Very quick meeting on the mound from the pitching coach just to kind of break it up a little bit.
Oscar Marine, pitching coach. Don Kelly is the Pirates manager and has been since the month of May. Now Willie Castro in a very important at-bat. Bases loaded, 2 down. Cubs already lead 2-0. The switch hitter batting left-handed against Skeens. Willie swings and misses at a high, hard one.
That was a frustrated fastball from Skeens. He threw that one 99 miles an hour at the top of the zone. He reared back and threw that one as hard as he could throw it.
Castro 0-for-3 in the series opener last night. Another gorgeous night here in western Pennsylvania. The Allegheny River flowing outside the right and right center field fence. The yellow Clementi Bridge visible. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball high and away. 76 degrees. Pleasant, warm, not humid, not windy. Ideal. Cubs have the bags loaded. The 1-1 way outside. He's missed his spot now, I would say, on about 8 or 10 pitches, which already is uncharacteristic.
All fastballs that he's been wide, body flying open, and the arm not catching up.
Here comes the 2-1. Swinging a foul out of play, left side.
How about this? Pittsburgh in the first inning has someone warming up.
I wonder if that's happened yet in his big league career.
I'm sure it hasn't. 32 pitches, that's the problem. If Castro gets on, they're not going to let him throw 40 pitches in one inning.
The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3 ends the inning. But a prosperous top of the first inning against the star Paul Skeens. Cubs scored twice on 3 hits. There were a couple of walks. They leave 3, and after a half, Cubs 2, Pirates coming up against Cade Horton on The Score in the South.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Waste throughout the friendly confines. Learn more at Sloan.com and go Cubs go.
FinishingChicago.com for the industry's best drywall finishing, wall covering, glass systems, signage, and painting contractors. Rely on FinishingChicago.com.
Jared Triolo will lead off for the Pirates against right-hander Cade Horton. First pitch inside for a ball. Starting lineups we gave you earlier, sponsored by Verizon, the most reliable 5G in Chicago. The next offering in there for a strike. Ron, as you think about Cade Horton facing these Pirates, what's on your mind?
2 things really stand out. One, fastball command, that's one.
Fastball in there for a strike, 1 and 2.
And just what he's doing here is pitching ahead in the count. I think the scoreboard's wrong, right? It's 1 and 2, not 2 and 1.
I thought he pumped up the right arm with the last pitch.
Yeah.
This one's fouled away.
But I just think for Cade, last outing he threw a lot of fastballs and very aggressive in the strike zone, and it was very good.
Now the 2-2 bounce foul toward the Pirate dugout. Cade Horton 10 and 4. 2.7 ERA, 2.70. The lights are on here at PNC. They have not yet begun to take much of an effect. Lights are on, sponsored by AARP. Choose how you age with AARP. 76 delightful degrees in Western PA. Triolo 0 for 4 in last night's series opener. Here comes the 2-2. Bounced foul toward the Pirate dugout. 76-degree game time temperature, sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Your trusted local experts, Four Seasons. Now the 2-2. Line foul off to the right, out of play. Zach Zaidman working alongside. He's tracking all of the other games around the big leagues and a full slate on this Tuesday. Mel Check is our engineer. Here's a swing and a looper foul, out of play, right side and out of play. Last night, Mel's daughter Cindy Boyden was our engineer. That's their family business.
Yeah.
Here comes the 2-2. Inside for a ball, 3-2.
I think Mel missed us so much he just had to show up today.
He has been at it for quite a long time, even longer than me, for goodness sakes. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Beautiful breaking ball by Cade Horton.
Excellent hook from Horton to get the punch out. Trillo had a pretty good at-bat, spoiled some pretty good pitches, and then Cade makes the perfect pitch with the slider on the outer, probably just off the plate away.
One away, bottom of the first. Cubs lead 2-0. Spencer Horwitz will take outside. We're getting close to a station ID. We'll pass one along after this next pitch. Horton sports a powder blue glove on that left hand. The right-hander fires. Low and inside, 2-0. Shaw, the third baseman, well off the line, plays over where a shortstop normally deploys. There's a fastball, strike 2-1. Cubs won the opener last night, 4-0. Jamison Tyone and the bullpen collaborating on a shutout. Here's a line drive, base hit, left center. Over to pick it up, Crow Armstrong, and get it back in. A one-out single for Horwitz. Before Reynolds steps in, we step away. 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to the Cubs game in FM quality at 104.3 HD2 FM on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network. We are WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Reynolds the batter. Brian, the veteran, switch hitting DH tonight. Normally he's an outfielder. He swings and taps it foul. Cade Horton runs since the All-Star break, pitching about as well as any Cub pitcher I've ever seen.
Yep.
53 innings, 5 earned runs. That's an ERA of 0.84 since the break. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And the count 0-2.
You just can't pitch much better than that, right? I mean, you're looking at, elite numbers and things that, when you start talking about people that have done something like that, you're talking about some of the best pitchers to ever pitch in our game.
Now the 0-2 to Reynolds is outside. You talk about keeping your team in the game. That's really the first primary job of any starting pitcher. Give your team a chance to win. He's allowed 2 runs or fewer now in 10 consecutive starts. So needless to say, they've been in all of those games. Swinging a foul, out of play. And no situation seems too big for him. We've talked about that before. Here he is tonight facing Paul Skeens. He made his major league debut in New York at Citi Field with a huge crowd on hand against that Mets team and all the media. There's a swing and a foul back, but nothing seems to rattle him.
Yeah, and to me, a couple things. To your point, the poise that he shows on the mound is incredible. He's learned a third pitch in the big leagues, that changeup that he's learned, and has really made him effective with the left-handed hitter.
Reynolds, the switch hitter, batting left-handed, takes down low.
Oof, man. Strike zone's been pretty tight so far today for both guys. Carlos Torres behind home plate. This pitch definitely could have been called a strike right at the bottom of the zone. A couple pitches for Skeens that could have been called a strike that were not.
Horton to the belt. The right-hander fires. A drive into right center. Long run. Castro in the alley. Gets there to make the catch. Back near the track in right center. Holding at first is Horwitz, and that's out number 2. That's the area of the park where the ball really seems to carry. Right center between the 375 marker and straightaway dead center. It's like there's a little wind tunnel out there that really gives it an extra carry.
Yeah, the ballpark is very open in those areas, and you're right. It's always carried in that spot, no matter what the weather conditions are.
O'Neill Cruz, the batter. He'll drive one in the air to right. Back toward the wall. This ball is going to be off the top of the wall. It's going to drive in a run. Racing around third and scoring is Horwitz. The throw goes to third, not in time. O'Neill Cruz with a triple off the top of the right field fence. So the Pirates get on the board. It's now a 2-1 Cubs lead. And O'Neill Cruz gets his 57th run batted in.
Well, this line drive bullet it hits one of the hard surfaces. There's an advertisement and then fencing right above that's probably only about 1.5 to 2 feet high. Right at the top of the wall. It hit the advertisement and kicked that ball back well past Castro. So then Castro had to run way back in towards the infield to go get that ball. And that's how Cruz ended up with a triple. Reynolds or Horwitz scored easily from first.
And with 2 outs, Horwitz, of course, running on the crack of the bat. So that was another reason why he was able to score so easily. So the Cub lead is now 2-1. And Nick Gonzalez ready to step in with O'Neill Cruz at third after his 57th RBI of the year. It's only his third triple. I would have guessed he had at least twice that many.
Especially in this ballpark.
Yeah.
With as big as this park plays in the middle of the diamond and in left center field, this is a very good triples ballpark.
Now the 1-0 from Horton. It's going to be a little bit low and inside. The home plate umpire, Carlos Torres, has a habit of raising his right hand when it's a ball. And it kind of throws me off a little bit. I think he's calling a strike. There is a foul off to the right out of play. I think what he's doing, he has the indicator in his right hand, and he's just clicking either a ball or a strike on the indicator. But to me, it's a little misleading.
I've thought the same thing more than once already today.
Now the 2-1. High fly ball left field. Routine for Happ. The inning is going to end. The Pirates get a run on 2 hits, so both teams score. At the end of 1, Cubs 2, Pirates 1. This is The Score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Start your mornings with Cubs Talk. Mully and Haw.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering crisp, refreshing flavors that hit every time. Pat?
All right, Zach. Paul Skeens going to work on Matt Shaw. 8 Cubs batters came up in the first inning against Skeens. If you're just joining us, Michael Busch led off the game with a home run. Later in the inning, Pete Pro Armstrong had a run-scoring single. The inning ended with the bases loaded. Skeens worked a lot harder than he wanted to in that opening frame. Fastball is down low to Matt Shaw, who was 1 for 3 in last night's game. Here's the windup and the 1-1. Breaking ball is in there for a call, strike 2.
Yeah, Skeens with 33 pitches in the first inning.
Cubs in their traveling grays, shirts and trousers, red numbers on their backs. Now the 1-2, a little pop fly foul out of play. Pirates in their home unis, black shirts, gold numbers on their backs, bright white trousers, black hats. They've got yellow shoes. Skeens, the big man, coming back 1-2. Fouled away by Shaw.
And Shaw got a hanging inside breaking ball. Took a big rip, fouled it straight back.
Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. 12 games to play in the regular season. Cubs zeroing in on a playoff spot. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 1. Regardless of what happens here or elsewhere, the Cubs cannot clinch a playoff spot tonight. But possibly tomorrow or the next day, certainly within a realm of possibility, as Michael Busch steps in. Here comes the pitch on the way to Michael. It's a strike. I go back to what we talked about last night. Craig Counsell, with his meeting with the media prior to the series opener, said our main focus is winning the top wild card spot so that we are home for every game in that opening playoff round.
Yep.
And I think that's a very realistic goal.
Realistic goal. It's a good goal, and it's a big deal. It really is. When you start thinking about what the alternatives would be, or what the situation is. If you host the game at Wrigley, a West Coast team more than likely is coming to Chicago.
Swinging a drive by Busch to deep right center. This ball is back toward the wall, and that ball is off the wall. And Busch almost had his second home run of the game in the first 2 innings. There's another ball run in that area that really carried, and it hit against the wall on the fly. It's a 1-out double for Busch.
Skeen's very frustrated, and he knows, it's another one of these breaking balls that's down and in the middle of the plate, but about knee high, and Busch, he just misses hitting this ball out of the ballpark. It's 2/3 of the way up the wall, and just what you were talking about last inning, how much the ball carried to right center field.
Here's Nico Horner. Busch with a homer and a double against Skeens. First pitch in there for a strike to Nico. Horner with a 10-game hitting streak, hitting .299. During these 10 games, he's hitting .436. Fun to watch a guy get that hot.
Just line drive after line drive after line drive.
Here comes the 0-1. It's outside. And, Ron, you know how difficult at this level it is to hit 2 or 3 line drives every single day. But that's what Nico's been doing.
Yeah, he's even his outs. The first out that he made in this game was a bullet to the shortstop.
Here's the 1-1. Lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Bush had to hold up thinking it might be caught. It's a sharp single into right by Horner. He sits safely in 11 consecutive games. The Cubs continue to get solid contact up and down the lineup against the right-hander Skeens.
Another good pitch to hit, if you can say that, at 98 miles an hour. But it's a fastball down and, probably that center third of home plate, but down a little bit, and Nico just laces this ball to right field for a base knock.
Infield stays back. Cubs lead 2-1, have runners at first and third with 1 away. And now Ian Happ swings and misses. Had a good fastball.
Happer walked in his first at-bat, had a great at-bat. Took him to 3-2, and then Skeens missed with a backdoor hook.
Cubs already with 5 hits after 11 batters. Fastball is high. You and I were talking between innings. Sometimes a pitcher early in his career, or maybe in the middle of his career, there's no real formula. He will just have a tough time against a certain team. And right now, Cubs beat him earlier this year, and they're having great at-bats early in this game, Ron.
Yeah, it really is. Cubs here early in the season, as you mentioned, on May 1st, ran him out of the game. He had 3 home runs in the game against him, and I believe there was one section of back-to-back home runs in that game.
That sounds right.
Tucker and I think Suzuki.
Now the 1-2 to Happ is down low. 2-2. 48 pitches from Skeens after an inning and a third.
That last pitch, that was a great take by Ian on that changeup down. Needs to put this ball in play.
Here comes the 2-2. A swing and a high drive to center deep. Back goes Cruz. He'll make the catch, but a run will score. Tagging is Bush and scoring, and the Cubs lead 3-1. Holding at first is Horner. Sacrifice fly Ian Happ, his 70th run batted in. Good solid at bat, and the Cubs have a 3-1 lead.
Well, you're not kidding. I just think exactly what you said. Good solid at bat and good solid at bats for the Cubs going through the first round of the lineup and then some. Everybody contributing, everybody trying to put the ball in play, but extending the at-bat. Very good job by the Cubs here in the early going.
Now 2 down. Let's see if Nico thinks about running in this spot, although you do have the cleanup batter up there. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1.
Ballesteros, he singled in his first at-bat, opposite field. Shot right through the shortstop side of the field.
Nico not running, and the pitch, fastball up and away, 1-1. Cubs leading 3-1. Cubs lead the season series 8-3. They've already clinched a season victory in the head-to-head competition. This is, in fact, the 7th straight year the Cubs have beaten the Pirates in the season series.
Just looking at the defense, Cruz and Sawinski in left and Cruz in center, both very shallow.
Here's a pitch popped up foul and out of play. Let me correct something. This is now the 10th straight season that the Cubs have had a winning record against the Buccos.
Wow. RBIs by Cubs batters, sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter.
Now the 1-2 to Ballesteros. Fouled away. Fouled a tough pitch. Not much room in foul territory here at beautiful PNC Park. All of the seats are very close to the field, only about 38 or 39,000 when it's filled. The Allegheny River visible out beyond the right center field fence. Curveball low and in. The lighting is excellent here. We talk about that. It's superb lighting.
It's just one of the nicest facilities in all of baseball. It really is a beautiful ballpark.
Now the 2-2 to Ballesteros, swinging a foul back. Boy, the Cubs just a series of excellent plate appearances in these first 2 innings, Ron.
Yeah, the guy's done a good job laying off his fastball that hasn't been in the zone, and they've been on the changeup and the slider. Bushy's 2 hits, home run and a double on sliders, and Ballesteros and Crow Armstrong hit changeups.
Fastball is strike 3 called. But the Cubs get another run on 2 hits, a sac fly by Ian Happ. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 3 and the Pirates 1. This is The Score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great haircut. Just download the Great Clips app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Oktoberfest is coming to the Wrigley Field campus September 19th through the 21st. Enjoy beer tents, rides, live music, authentic food, and family fun all weekend long. Tickets on sale now at Cubs.com/Oktoberfest. Pat?
Jack Sawinski will lead it off. You've been looking forward to reading that about the beer tents all afternoon, Zach. I know that.
Yeah, the rehearsal was paid off. I'm fired up about it.
How many times did you rehearse? Here's a ground ball to first, fielded by Bush. Unassisted play. That's out number 1. It was a clean take. I know that.
Only twice at dinner tonight. That was all.
Did the other people at the table look at him somewhat quizzically?
Well, there was a girl at the other end of the table got up and walked away, but, you know, I don't know why, but maybe that was it.
I know why. One away as Sawinski is out.
Guys from Chicago, I don't know.
Yeah, she heard my work.
Nick York, the batter. York takes ball 1 from Cade Horton. Here's a fly ball to right. Should be routine for Willie Castro. It is, and that's out number 2. 2 quick outs in the inning. And the batter now is Alexander Canario, a former Cub.
Now, a couple quick outs, as you said, Pat, and I think that's important for Horton. The Cubs gave him 3 runs against one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. You hope he can throw up some goose eggs here next few innings.
First pitch outside to Canario. Cubs leadoff man, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Cubs leadoff man tonight, Michael Bush, led off the game with a home run. There is a strike to Canario. So on that hit, Benny's Beverage Depot donated $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Canario with a count of 1-2.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Second opinion's always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
Fly ball shallow right. Bush out. Horner angling over. Bush makes a tough catch going away. First baseman caught it over the shoulder. He was a good 90 feet down the right field line. And he made a very nice catch. 3 up, 3 down. We go.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs for all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11 Eastern. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from around the league. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by the all-star lineup of Chevy trucks. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11:30 Eastern.
It eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat to achieve perfection. Order one now on ChefIQ.com. That's ChefIQ.com.
Carson Kelly's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Kelly had a line drive single his first time. Let me check that. He lined out to center his first time. He leads off this third inning against last year's National League Rookie of the Year, Paul Skeens. And the next pitch in there for a called strike 2. Boy, Cruz very shallow in center against Carson Kelly. As we look at the defensive alignment of the Buccos. Here comes the 0-2 from the big strong right-hander, 10-game winner Paul Skeens. And it's a fastball low and away. Defensive alignment sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Here's a pitch up and in to Kelly. 2-2 to Carson. Day game tomorrow. Matthew Boyd against Johan Oviedo, former St. Louis Cardinal, hard thrower. Here comes the 2-2. Line drive, base hit to right. Leadoff single for Carson Kelly. Didn't hit it hard, but put enough wood on it to have it loop into right. Leadoff base hit.
Well, that just tells you it's a good swing. You know, Skeens throws this fastball inside, and it beats Kelly a little bit, but the swing was outstanding. When you get beat by the pitch and the inside out it, that's a good swing. And he dumps it into short right.
Here's Pete Crow Armstrong. He's singled to drive in a run in the first. Skeens to Pete, taken high for ball 1. Now the light's beginning to have some effect. Still some daylight left in the twilight hour here in Steel Town. Crow Armstrong trying to become the second 30-30 man in Cubs history. 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases. I'm sure you probably remember Sammy Sosa did that a couple of times. 1993 and 1995. Sammy was a 30-30 man. Here's the 1-1, a swing and a miss. one of the best breaking balls or off-speed deliveries that Skeen has cut loose tonight.
Yeah, I think that was a little split or a changeup from Skeens.
But Ron, you and Zach and I are going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Mel Check, our engineer, is welcome to join in. Fastball is outside, 2-2. It's a pretty high stakes game, though, Mel. Just a warning to you.
Entry fee can be a little steep, but you know.
It's $1 ahead. Here is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Pete Crow Armstrong is out, number 1.
Now, good location on that fastball. I've thrown some pitches away. When Skeen crossfires this fastball, it's up at the top of the zone. Tough to catch up to. Pete just underneath that ball with a little bit of an upshoot swing. It's tough to catch up. Swinging upwards on Skeen's 98-mile-an-hour heater.
Dansby Swanson at the plate, and he'll chop it foul. Cruz plays a very shallow center field against a lot of these Cubs hitters, Ron.
He's playing shallow, and so is Swinski in left with all that real estate they got out there. You know, and Cruz, to me, you would think, and this is just a feeling, and as a guy who was a shortstop learning, you know, and moving out to play center field, you would think it would be easier for him to come in on a ball than go back on a ball. But that's not the case. He's playing shallow.
Swanson waits for the 0-1. Cubs lead 3-1, inning number 3 with 1 away and a man at first. Swanson lines it foul down the left field line. Getting back to Cruz, the center fielder, I mentioned he made an error on Sunday in Washington, and it allowed the Nationals to win the game. It was his 11th error of the year, and that is the most of any outfielder committing errors this season. And again, he's still learning the position.
Right.
Here comes the 0-2. Dansby lays off some high heat, and the count now 1-2.
And I think when they first put him out there, he was not all that excited about moving positions to center field, but I think they feel like, you know, it'll allow him to be more of an offensive player.
Fouled at the plate by Swanson. We'll do it again. Cubs out hitting the Pirates 6-2, leading 3-1. Cubs scored twice in the first, a home run by Bush to lead off the game. Later, an RBI single by Pete Crow Armstrong. Ian Happ had a second inning sac fly. Pirates got their run on O'Neill Cruz's RBI triple in the first. Plenty of Cub fans in attendance tonight. Now the big right-hander Skeens ready for the 1-2 to Swanson. And it's dribbled to third, glove by Triolo, goes to second, 1 over to first, dug out by Horwitz. 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. Cubs 3, Pirates 1. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Matthew Boyd. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Is your chimney clean? Gas fireplace service?
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All right, Zach, bottom of inning number 3. Henry Davis, right-handed batting catcher for the Pirates, first up against Cade Horton, and he takes a strike. Horton looking for his 11th win of the year against 4 losses. This ball is hit fair just inside first and down the right field line for a base hit. Davis did not get good wood, but he just hit it in a fortunate spot for him. Just fair. Missed the chalk line by about a foot beyond the bag at first.
Yeah, a little pitch going away from him. I'm not sure if that was a kind of that fastball rides away from the right-handed hitter or an actual slider from the camera shot behind home plate, but a little cue shot right down the first base line.
Jared Triolo, the leadoff batter, stands in and swings and misses. Tried to hold up on a low sinking fastball. Davis not a threat to run. A very short lead at first, held by Bush. And the 0-1. Check swing. That's going to be strike 2. He's ruled to have swung at that pitch by home plate umpire Carlos Torres.
Well, he's check swung at 2 sliders in a row. Would you throw him anything different? I wouldn't. Throw another one there.
Plan seems to be working.
Yeah.
Here comes the 0-2. Here's a high fly ball to left. It is deep over toward the corner, but it's playable for Happ. He makes the catch, and that's going to be out number 1. And Davis has to hustle back to first, and the overthrow almost was out of play. The overthrow from Dansby Swanson to first. He saw that the runner Davis took some liberties and was almost to second base when Happ caught that ball. Not sure what Davis thought he saw.
I'm not sure either. That was a pretty routine play, even though it got right out close to the track and left.
Spencer Horwitz stands in. Left-handed batter, he'll take outside. Including this game, the Cubs have 12 regular season games to play. I was reading about the Phillies last night at Dodger Stadium, clinching their division by virtue of an extra inning win against the Dodgers. So the Phillies, the National League Eastern Division champs. Here comes the 2-0. That's going to be down low for ball 3. 3-0.
I was watching a little of that last night when we got back of them. And who do you think was right in the middle of the celebration?
Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, yeah. He's good at it.
Of course.
Him and Harper right in the middle of it.
Fastball is high. That's ball 4. Horwitz gets the walk. Davis to second, and now Brian Reynolds coming up. Cubs lead the game 3-1. The Pirates threatening against Cade Horton.
And now you got to get back, for Horton, get that command back. He's been spraying the ball around the zone a little bit. See if he can possibly throw that cutter in on Reynolds, and you might get that little 1-hopper or 2-hopper to Nico. Turn a pair.
Pitch on the way to Reynolds is down low. I was reading about the Phillies, though, Ron. They've really got a strong team.
Yeah.
Kyle Schwarber having a career year, but they've had some injuries along the way. Zach Wheeler, their number one pitcher. Aaron Nola was out for a while. He's their number 2 starter. They've got some upcoming free agencies, Schwarber being among them. JT Realmuto is another guy to become a free agent at the end of the year. Ranger Suarez also.
Turner's on the disabled list too, shortstop. You know?
So it hasn't been all smooth sailing for them, but they just keep winning. The 2-0 pitch is in for a strike, 2-1 to Reynolds.
Now, the big pickup for them, Luzardo, who, was out there for a lot of teams. He was having a hard time passing the physical. I think he's healthy. He is dealing.
Here's the 2-1, and that's going to be outside. Ball 3. Horton just walked the previous batter. Now he's 3-1, and this is dangerous because you're talking about a guy with power at the plate in Reynolds. The 3-1. Fastball right down the middle. I'm amazed that Reynolds did not swing at that pitch. How about you?
Yeah, this ball starts out away and comes back to the zone. It's that kind of, he gets around his fastball, the four-seamer a little bit. Reynolds did not offer at it.
Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cade Horton comes back to strike out the Pirates' best hitter, Brian Reynolds. 2 down, and the batter, O'Neal Cruz.
But that's just gas. He just threw 2 pitches. One Reynolds took on 3-1, and then outside corner gas and threw it right past him.
Cruz had an RBI triple in the first, and he'll take a strike. And I saw the look on the face of Reynolds after he swung and missed. You must have done this hundreds of times. You think you're right on a pitch. You take your best swing and you don't make contact, not even a foul ball. Here's a pitch outside, and it's just surprising to you.
Yeah, you feel like you were right on it and you went right through it, and nothing.
Two outs, 2 on, the 1-1. Horton fires. It's down low to the tall left-handed batting Cruz. Cruz tall, slender, strong, and a sinewy, very wide open, wide stance, feet very wide apart. Here is a swing and a foul back out of play. Sometimes it looks like a guy would almost be uncomfortable. His feet are spread so widely apart.
Yeah, he's very long limbs, that's for sure. So, and he gets loaded, and then that eliminates a lot of the movement with his body by having his feet spread so wide.
The 2-2. Check swing, strike 3 call. What a job by Horton striking out the numbers 3 and 4 hitters, Reynolds and Cruz. We go to inning number 4, Cubs 3, Pirates 1. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Craig Counsell here. Pat and Ron call every game.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up.
We move to inning number 4. Willie Castro bluffs a bunt and takes low and inside. Zach, what else you got there?
Bottom of the second inning, Pat, in New York. All Mets, a 7-1 lead over the Padres. Francisco Lindor and Brett Beatty both going deep for New York.
Remember, the Padres are the second wild card team behind the Cubs. Cubs with a 4-game lead on San Diego prior to the games tonight.
And the Mets are the number 3 wild card team, 5 back of the Padres. Top of the first, the Angels and Brewers are scoreless in Milwaukee.
The next pitch swung on and missed by Willie Castro.
Top one in St. Louis. No score between the Cardinals and the Reds. In game 1 of a doubleheader in Washington, the Braves double up the Nationals 6-3. Matt Olson homered for the 4th consecutive game.
And the 1-2 from Paul Skeens. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Castro out on strikes. For Skeens, that's his 3rd strikeout of the evening. And the batter is Matt Shaw.
In game 2 of that doubleheader in Washington, the Braves and Nationals are delayed by rain. Other action, Guardians on top of the Tigers 2-1. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Gabriel Arias with a home run, his 11th.
Matt Shaw takes outside.
Addison Barger with an RBI single for Toronto. The Blue Jays lead the Rays 1-0. Bottom of the 1st in Tampa. Top 1, the Mariners lead the Royals 2-0.
And the 1-0, there's going to be a strike, curveball.
Top of the 1st inning in Minnesota. The Yankees are leading the Twins 1-0.
Here's the windup and the 1-1 from the Pirate right-hander. Pulled foul deep to left, out of play, Zach.
And last of the 1st on the south side. No score between the Orioles and White Sox. Pat?
Here it is 3-1 Cubs. Cubs got 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd. Pirates got their only run in the 1st inning. 1 away, inning number 4. Nobody on. 1-2 on Shaw. And he swings and misses, strike 3. Skeens getting a little rhythm going now, Ron. He has struck out 3 of the last 4 batters he's faced. And back to the top of the order for Michael Busch.
Yeah, but I would guess this is probably going to be his last inning. He's at 80 pitches in the ball game, so I would guess he's going to be 4 innings, and that'll be it for him today. They've had a left-hander warming up in the bullpen all inning for Pittsburgh.
Cubs really had an impressive 1st inning. They sent 8 men to the plate, and they really elevated the pitch count of Skeens immediately.
Yeah, 33 pitches in that 1st inning.
To the point, Ron, you and I both saw the bullpen getting started for them late in that top of the 1st. For a few minutes, or at least a couple of minutes there, it looked like Skeens might not survive the 1st inning.
Well, Castro ended up his at bat. He ended up striking out, had a decent at bat. But if he got a hit in that at bat or walk, that was going to be the end of the day for Skeens.
Check swing by Michael Busch. Busch putting on quite a show, a homer and a double in his first 2 at-bats. Up to 29 home runs and 80 runs batted in. He's been a very important offensive contributor as he takes a strike, and the count now 3-1.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Skeens to Busch. Fastball upstairs. Busch is on.
I'm guessing that'll be the end of the day for Skeens.
Ron, I see some movement, and here comes the manager, Don Kelly. And that is probably going to be all for him.
Great job by the Cubs offense today to get the Skeens early and get him out of here with 2 outs in the 4th inning.
Let's make sure it's official before he's not going to be removed.
How about that?
Just a quick word from the manager, Don Kelly. What do you suppose those words were?
Get him out.
Keep it real simple, huh? Yeah. We don't want to be too analytical or too technical.
Yeah.
Just get him out.
Yeah, get him out. Yeah, you get 2 outs here in the 4th. Get him out.
It's good communication because it's easy to understand that.
Very much.
Nico Horner, the batter, and it's in there for a strike.
Easier said than done, though. Nico's one of the hottest hitters in all of baseball right now.
Nico tonight with a single and a ground out. Walks to Cub batters. Very important to note because those are sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Remember, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. Horner waits for Skeens. A swing and a foul off to the right, out of play. The RBIs by the Cubs. Bush led off the game with a homer. Crow Armstrong had an RBI single in the first, and Ian Happ a 2nd inning sac fly. Fouled away by Nico. The guy in the bullpen, again, we can only see the lower half of the body of the guys warming up for the Pirates. Horner hits a high fly ball foul down the left field line and out of play. The roof of the Cubs bullpen blocks the upper part of the body of the Pirate reliever.
It was good planning.
For somebody.
Yeah, they did a good job of engineering that bullpen, so you really can't see much of anything down there.
I'm a little surprised. Here is Horner chopping a foul. They have the Cubs bullpen right beyond the outfield fence, and then the Pirate bullpen is back behind and elevated behind the Cubs bullpen. I would have thought they would have put the home teams closer to the field.
Right, yeah, I would agree to
Wouldn't
that
you?
too. Yeah. Throw for 2 down there, as far as we're concerned.
Here's the 0-2, way outside to Horner. Cubs leading 3-1.
Take Cubs baseball with you wherever you may go in the Chicagoland area with the Odyssey app and the iHeart Radio apps. Download the apps and search 670 The Score.
And the 1-2 on the way. Ground ball toward the middle. That's going to be taken by the shortstop, and the throw to first not in time. Good hustle by Bush. Gonzalez, the shortstop, it took him a long time to get to that grounder, and then he had just one play, first base, and it was too late. That's an infield hit.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. The play kind of developed slowly as the infielder for Gonzalez. And because of that, you knew Nico, it was going to make it tough to get him out. And this will be the end of the day for Skeens.
And Nico, 2 for 3, stays sizzling hot. So Paul Skeens, last year's Rookie of the Year, an early departure. Pitching changes by the opposition. Sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit Sloan.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB.
Sponsored by American Sail. Bring the fun home. Aaron Judge leads the majors in batting average, 327. Cal Raleigh, the home run leader, with 54. Kyle Schwarber, 128 RBIs. Paul Skeens is still the ERA leader, but as of right now, it's a 2.03 pending what happens in the rest of this frame, Pat.
Because he is responsible for the runners at first and second. Evan Sisk, S-I-S-K, the only Pirate left-hander, called on here in the 4th inning to face Ian Happ. Ian will turn around and bat right-handed. There's a delay now. Is it an equipment issue for the catcher?
Yeah, it's a PitchCom device for the catcher. I think he was having issues with his earpiece with his helmet. I think they got it fixed.
Cubs with 7 hits against Paul Skeens before his departure. And let's see if Ian Happ now can drive in a run with men at first and second and 2 down. Cubs leading 3-1 in the 4th. Beautiful night in Pittsburgh. And a pitch on the way, and Ian batting right-handed now for the first time in the game, takes inside.
Cubs with good speed on the bases. Bush, a little above average runner. Nico, definitely an above average runner.
Happ will look at a strike. And again, the outfield very shallow. Sawinski, the left fielder, there must be 100 feet behind him to the wall. Here comes the 1-1. Happ swings and fouls it back. O'Neill Cruz very shallow in center. And so is Canario in right.
I understand Canario playing shallow and right. Very short porch, high wall. I get that part. It's center and left that I don't quite understand.
Happ will hit a fly ball to shallow right. Coming in, Canario makes the catch to end the inning. Cubs don't score, leave a pair. Middle of inning number 4. Cubs 3, Pirates 1. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday on Rahimi Harris.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs for all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11 Eastern. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from around the league. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by the all-star lineup of Chevy trucks. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Gonzalez first up for the Pirates. Hits a fly ball to right. Playable for Castro near the warning track, drifting toward the corner. That's out number one as he makes the catch. One pitch, one away. Cubs on top 3-1. And now Cade Horton to go to work on Jack Sawinski.
Good start here in this bottom of the fourth for Horton. Fourth inning is sponsored by Wintrust, home of the exclusive Cubs debit card. Member FDIC, EHL lender.
Sawinski takes a strike. We are going to pass along a station ID break right after this next pitch by Cade Horton. And the 0-1, high and outside, 10 for ID on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Cubs talk on Rahimi, Harris, and Grody, 10 a.m. to 2 on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Sawinski fouls away the next offering by Horton. Pirates got their run in the first. O'Neill Cruz with a triple to drive in Spencer Horwitz. Swing and a miss, strike three. But now Horton starting to hit his stride in this game. That's 4 men in a row retired. Of the 4, 3 of them by strikeouts. And he'll go to work on Nick York.
Yeah, good high fastball by Horton to get the punch out.
Pitch on the way to York is a strike. Let's go ahead and play the attendance game, Ron. Are you ready? The Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Fastball is low. What did we have last night? We had 15,000 and change. I'm going to say the star attraction of Paul Skeens brought a few more out here tonight. I'm going to say we've got 17,000. 17,171. Here comes the 2-1. Fastball down low to Nick York.
16,500.
York flied to right his first time. The 3-1 from Horton. Fouled away down the right field line and out of play. Zach, what do you like?
I'm going to go 17,500.
Wow, putting a squeeze on Pat. That's wow.
Not the first time, won't be the last. Here's the 3-2. Fly ball, pop fly, shallow right. Bush is there, foul territory, squeezes to end the inning. Cade Horton rolling along, has not allowed a hit since the leadoff hit by Davis in the third. We go to inning number 5. It's the Cubs 3 and the Pirates 1.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Product
Products knows how important your home is. That's why they're rated the #1 brand of siding in North America. James Hardie is proud to sponsor the Cubs. James Hardie Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Moises Ballesteros at the plate to begin the top half of the 5th inning. Left-hander Evan Sisk deals, and did he hit Ballesteros? No, Ballesteros was able to spin out of the way out of a sinking fastball that was way inside at 89 miles per hour. So 1-0 the count. Cubs with a 3-1 lead over the Pirates. Game 2 of a 3-game set. Sisk kicks and delivers, and Ballesteros takes ball 2 inside. Ballesteros is 1 for 2 today. A single in the first, caught looking in the second. Upright stance, very little bend at the knees, uses a toe tap. And the 2-0. That's inside. Did that hit him? No. How is he spinning out of the way of these pitches? 3-0.
Yeah, the first one and that last one just missed him. And what's happening is Sisk is just having a hard time getting zoned into where he's trying to throw the ball. I don't think he's trying to hit him by any means. Why would you do nothing like that?
And now Ballesteros looks at a strike, a fastball, 3-1.
See if Ballesteros sizzles this one. This should
outside, ball 4. Leadoff walk to begin the 5th for Moises Ballesteros and the Cubs. And here comes Carson Kelly, who's 1 for 2 on the night.
And that's what drives managers crazy. You bring a guy in to kind of nullify the left-handed hitters, and you walk them in really non-competitive pitches. Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Kelly, the right-hander, facing Sisk, the left-hander. And Kelly looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Another fastball that missed. Paul Skeens went just 3 2/3 tonight. 3 runs allowed on 7 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. The pitch. This is inside, 2-0 the count now on Kelly.
And last pitch, right on the inside corner. Carlos Torres' strike zone has been very tight tonight.
Sisk deals, called strike, outer half, about thigh high, another fastball from Sisk. Walks of Cubs batters, sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Reminder, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. Ballesteros at first, no one out. Here's the 2-1. Kelly swings, line drive, deep left, giving chase Sawinski. He looks up, and this one bangs off the wall on his way to third base. Ballesteros, and cruising into second with a stand-up double is Carson Kelly.
Kelly gets to this inside pitch and hits it right down the line. And it hits right at the base of the wall. A little short hop into the wall. Excellent at bat for Kelly. As he saw 3 pitches in a row inside, he got the third one. Just missed hitting one out of here. And Cubs once again now, nobody out. Men at second and third. Pittsburgh will play the infield in. The Cubs offense has done an excellent job tonight against Skeens and now Sisk.
Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate. Men at second and third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased a slow-moving breaking ball off the outside. 0-1.
This is one of them at bats now for Pete. You really want to try to see the ball as long as you can and really use the other side of the field. Sidearm lefty on the mound.
Now the pitch. That's inside. 1-1 the count with Crow Armstrong at the plate. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Coombe, an RBI single in the first and then struck out swinging in the third. PCA off to a nice series, had 2 hits last night, including a solo shot. Now the pitch. Line drive to right. Canario drifting back, makes the catch. Tagging and coming home Ballesteros. The throw goes to third. It's offline as Kelly advances. Sacrifice fly for Pete Crow Armstrong. Cubs now up 4-1 over the Pirates here in the 5th.
Great at bat for Pete. You got to love that he's able, against the sidearm lefty, put this ball in play. He got a pitch he could handle and hits a fly ball to right to drive in the run. Both guys tagged. Kelly tags from second, and I thought Canario's always had a good arm, but throws this ball well to the left field side of third base, so both guys advance, and an RBI sac fly for Pete.
Infield remains in for Pittsburgh. Dansby Swanson at the plate, and he looks at a strike. It appeared to be off the outside with a breaking ball, but a called strike by Carlos Torres, so 0-1 the count. Dansby's 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. Right-handed batter stands deep in the box, hits out of a crouch. The lefty deals, and Swanson fouls this one back off the screen from Sisk.
He'd like to get that one again. He took a big rip, followed straight back.
Yeah, it's a fastball right at the top of the zone, down the middle.
Infield still in for the Pirates, with only one out and a man at third now.
And the Cubs up 4-1. The pitch. Swanson fouls it out of play off to the right. 0-2 the count. That was a curveball.
Well, that one ended up being a bullseye. That was center cut.
Dansby on the year hitting at .248. He waits for the 0-2. Here it comes. High and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A fastball that missed from the left-hander Sisk. Kelly's at third base, just 1 away. Cubs up by 3, looking for more here in the top half of the 5th inning. Infield remains in. As you guys were talking about earlier, the outfielders playing shallow here tonight at PNC Park for Pittsburgh. Swanson waits, a long set by Sisk. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a breaking ball, 2 away.
One of those at-bats for Dansby. He had a couple good pitches to hit, fouled them both back underneath both of them, and then got the breaking ball and swung through it.
Now Don Kelly, the manager, goes out to the mound, asks for the baseball from Sisk. He gets it, and the Pirates are going to make a pitching change. All opponent pitching changes are sponsored by Sloan, official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right, down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
4-1 Cubs, 2 down. Carson Kelly is at third base, and the new man on the mound for the Pirates is right-hander Justin Lawrence, who's 1-0 in 12 games this season for the Pirates with a 0.73 ERA. Willie Castro is due up. He is struck out swinging twice tonight. If you're just tuning in, Paul Skeens had a difficult time against the Cubs. Went just 3 2/3 tonight. Gave up 3 runs on 7 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Michael Busch, a leadoff home run. And the Cubs have been in charge ever since. 4-1 now, 2 away, top 5. Kelly at third. Castro at the plate hitting for the left side against the right-hander Lawrence, who works on the first base side of the rubber. He sets at the belt. Works his motion and deals. And Castro fouls it back, 0-1.
Let's see if Castro come with a big 2-out hit to drive in this 5th run. Lawrence kind of a 3/4, not quite straight sidearm, but a very 3/4 delivery. Should be a pretty good matchup for Castro.
And the 0-1. High and outside, 1-1 the count. A fastball at 94 miles per hour missing. On the right side of the infield, first baseman Horwitz, the second baseman York playing deep, the third baseman Triolo playing even with the bag. And a little looper to short caught via the backhand by Gonzalez for out number 3 as Castro is retired, slamming his helmet as he reaches first base. That ends the top half of the 5th inning, but the Cubs had another run on the sacrifice fly by PCA. 4-1 Cubs, middle 5 on the score, and the Southwest Airlines.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Say.com today.
Bottom 5, Cade Horton works his motion and deals and starts off Alexander Canario with a fastball high and inside, 1-0 the count. Canario, the former Cub, is the right fielder tonight for the Pirates. Horton high leg kick and pitch, and Canario swings and misses at a breaking ball off the outside, 1-1. Cubs with a 4-1 lead over the Pirates. It's game 2 of a 3-game set. Cubs started play with a magic number of 2. The earliest they can clinch a playoff berth would be tomorrow here in Pittsburgh. Now the 1-1. That's a breaking ball that misses low, so 2-1 the count on Canario. It's nice to have these problems of when you're going to clinch, right? Here's the 2-1. Canario fouls it back, 2-2.
Yeah, I think Pat made a good point earlier that, you can clinch a playoff spot, and that's a big deal. Cubs have not been in the playoffs in quite some time, but, the goal is to get that first wild card spot, to have that first series in the playoffs at home. And, boy, if you could do that, that would be a big deal. And I think that's a big celebration.
Canario looks at a breaking ball low. It's a full count. And now the payoff pitch by Horton. Swung on and missed. Foul tip into the glove. Strike 3. Canario is retired. 1 away. The first out brought to you by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming.
A couple good breaking balls away from Canario, and that was his deal with the Cubs. Big bat, big power, but, a lot of pull and a lot of swing and miss in that swing, and just missed a couple breaking balls.
Here's Henry Davis, the Pirates catcher. A ground ball hit to short. Routine play for Swanson, who fields and throws. Davis is retired, 2 away. Wednesday, September 24th is Mental Health Awareness Night, presented by Astound. Fans who purchase through Cubs.com/specials will receive a special edition Cubs Mental Health Awareness cap. Be here for it. Cubs with a 4-1 lead over the Pirates with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Jared Triolo, the leadoff man, will step to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Cade Horton just continues to impress. And the pitch. Triolo looks at a slow-moving breaking ball that clips the inside edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
All opponents' pitching changes are sponsored by Sloan, official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs. That pitch just misses. Leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit Sloan.com.
2 away. 1-1 the count on Triolo. And the pitch. A bouncing ball foul off to the left, just past the third base coach, Mike Ribello. So 1-2. I was talking with Jamison Tyone in the pregame show, and he just mentioned that you want to play as many playoff games as you can at Wrigley because the Cubs believe it's a huge advantage. Here comes the 1-2. Misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Triolo.
I'm seeing all the playoff games they've been playing since 2014. I would agree. I think JMO is exactly right. It is a big advantage.
The 2-2. Called strike 3. Fastball borderline that apparently clipped the bottom edge of the zone right down the middle. And the Pirates go down in order here in the 5th. After 5, it's the Cubs 4, Pirates 1 on the Score, the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Listen to every game here.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an up.
Sign up for Rapid Rewards today and redeem your points on any seat, any day, anytime. Only at Southwest. All Rapid Rewards rules and regulations apply and can be found at southwest.com/RR terms.
James Hardy Building Products knows how important your home is. That's why they're rated the #1 brand of siding in North America. James Hardy is proud to sponsor the Cubs. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Shaw is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
All right, Zach, we go to inning number 6 here at beautiful PNC Park. Matt Shaw first up. Austin Lawrence, the right-hander, slings a fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1. Cubs out hitting the Pirates 8-3. Neither team with an error. Cubs lead 4-1. Trying to make it 2 in a row in this series. Looking for their 87th win. And trying to climb 23 games above 500. That's starting to sound good.
Yeah, I like the idea of being able to start clinching playoff spots. And
bouncer toward the middle, past a diving Gonzalez, base hit for Matt Shaw. And let's see if the Cubs can add to their 3-run lead in this 6th inning. The batter now is Michael Busch.
Shaw hit this ground ball up the middle, and he was going through first and never did peek over his shoulder to see whether or not the shortstop was able to get at Gonzalez, and he ran through the bag as the ball went into center field. He looked back at the dugout, and I think the guys in the dugout were giving him a little bit of a hard time. Like, you can make the turn. That's okay. It's legal.
Yeah. Here's a deep drive by Busch, right center field. Back goes Cruz near the wall. That ball is going to be off the fence. Racing around third and holding there is Shaw on a long double by Michael Busch. You talk about a guy that's locked in. He has homered and now doubled twice in the first 6 innings of this game.
He's missed 3 home runs now by about 3 feet. he hit the first double right at the top of the wall after the home run, and now this one hits right in the middle of the wall, but this is 400 feet from home plate, and he's walked. So Bushy's having one heck of a night.
Second and third, infield in. Cubs on top 4-1. Nico Horner, the batter. He's already extended his string to 11 consecutive games. He's got a pair of singles in this one already. Takes inside, ball one.
And let's see what's on tap here in the sixth inning. Sponsored by Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Now, Bushy's already showed us. He banged one off the wall.
Horner hits a ground ball to third. Gloved by Triolo. Runners have to hold. The throw to first is in time. Horner bounces out. Nico hit it sharply, but right to the third baseman. And the batter is Ian Happ.
That's really one of the first at-bats that haven't been almost perfect for Nico in seems like a week. So he hit that one hopper right at the third baseman, and that's exactly what Pittsburgh wanted him to do. I think they're going to intentionally walk Ian Happ, Pat.
This will load him up. Bags now loaded after the free ride to Ian. And Moises Ballesteros with a chance to break this game wide open. How is he approaching this, Ron?
Well, I think this sidearm righty, this should be a great matchup for him. You know, he does such a good job of keeping the barrel in the zone. If he gets pitched away with this sidearm, I wouldn't be surprised if he laces one at that 410 mark. If he gets a ball in, he might go deep.
Swing and a miss. Again, the outfield very shallow. Canario in right, Cruz in center, Sawinski in left.
Big key for Ballesteros in these at-bats when you get these big situations is to make sure you breathe and calm down. Don't be over-anxious. He's done a very good job of that here in the last 3 or 4 days.
Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a dribbler foul up along first. Bases full of Cubs here in the sixth inning. Cubs already lead 4-1, trying to break it wide open. Now it's 0-2. Moises has to concentrate now on putting the ball in play. Plenty of Cub fans here. I was listening to the audience in my fifth inning off. Here's a swing and a miss. He got fooled on a low inside bender, and down he goes. That's out number 2. But when you take off the headsets, Ron, you can really, when you're walking around, you can really appreciate how many Cub fans there are here. There's a ton of them.
I would say there's more Cub fans than Pirate fans here at this ball game.
Here is Carson Kelly with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Kelly 2 for 3 with a single and a double. And the pitch on the way to Carson is a strike. Justin Lawrence, the right-hander on the mound for the Pirates. Paul Skeens left the game in the 4th inning. And the next offering, low and away, breaking ball, 1-1. I think the tone of the game was set right away. In the first inning, Michael Busch homered to lead off the game. Later in the inning, Pete Crow Armstrong had an RBI single. Skeens made close to 40 pitches in that first inning. Well over 30 at least, Ron. And I think that really set the tone nicely for this Cubs offense.
Couldn't agree more. You put Skeens on the defensive, which nobody's done that. He's been that good, and the Cubs did a great job in that first inning.
2-1 to Kelly, tapped foul toward third. Quentin Berry, the third base coach, barehanding that ball and then tossing it up into the stands. Little skirmish for that tossed ball. 2 outs, bases loaded. The 2-2 pitch from Lawrence. And it's popped up, shallow right, foul territory. Horwitz over, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. Cubs squander a very good chance. They had second and third, nobody out, and walk away empty-handed. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cubs 4, Pirates 1. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
For free fitting at Suits2020.com.
Drew Pomeranz, the new pitcher for the Cubs. As we move to the bottom of inning number 6, Cubs leading the Pirates by a score of 4-1, out hitting the Buccos 10-3. Neither team with an error, and now the lefty Pomeranz will take over for Cade Horton, who again pitched excellent ball, and it's Cade Horton's game to win. First pitch popped up. This is foul, might be playable. Coming back is Kelly. Nope, it's on the other side of the screen. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Let's see what's happened on this date in baseball history, September 16. Seems like all the dates in September, Ron, remind you of pennant races and pennant races past.
Yeah.
Here comes the 0-1 on the way, fouled away. And also things like guys toward the end of their career, like Paul Molitor having his 3,000th hit on this date in 1996. And you would have been his teammate with Minnesota. It was in Kansas City. A 5th inning triple off of pitcher Jose Rosado gave Molitor 3,000 hits. What do you remember about it?
Well, I remember we were all getting ready to run out in the field because the ball goes into right center, thinking he's going to pull up into second. Wrong. He just kicked it into gear, and he goes flying around third. And, I mean, he comes into third base, and it looked like a car accident the way he went into third head first, that dust flying everywhere. And I'm like, Paulie, that's 3,000. You could have just held up at second. Not Paulie. No, he goes slamming into third base for a triple. The only guy to hit a triple for his 3,000th hit.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And as you say that does not surprise me in the least.
Right, yeah.
That's the way he played.
Yeah.
He knew how to play one way, all out, all the time.
Volume on high every second he was on the field. It was amazing. Great teammate, great friend. Yeah.
But the thing about a guy getting his 3,000th hit and having it be a triple, here's a swing and a fly ball to center caught by Pete Crow Armstrong, and that's out number 1. Cubs lead 4-1 because at that age the guy's going to be 40 years old, 38, 39, 40, somewhere in that area, and you just don't see many 40-year-olds getting triples in big league baseball.
No, not at all. I'll tell you this. He signed with the Twins, and he had a bad left shoulder in spring training. So, his swing, he didn't swing a lot. He when he did hit, it wasn't, he didn't have the bat speed, and, he just wasn't healthy he was able to play, but it was almost like he was rehabbing through the spring training games. And we actually, the guys are giving him a hard time and gave him a nickname.
Brian Reynolds swings and misses, 0-2.
Which he started laughing, towards the end of spring. Guys were saying he feathered that ball because, he'd get a base hit to right and the ball would kind of go down to the outfield grass and just kind of like a feather and just kind of settle in there. And, you're wondering, is he going to be okay to play? Now, this is one of the best players in the game for a long time. So you were wondering, is he going to be okay to play? Is he going to, is this going to be towards the end? He only got 225 hits and hit 341 that year.
I'd say he was ready.
I would say so. My scouting days were over right then before they ever got started.
So he was how old, 40?
39, 40,
and
right?
225 hits. That might be some kind of a record itself.
And hit 341.
Reynolds swings and misses, strike 3. Drew Pomeranz strikes out Brian Reynolds. 2 down. We're in the 6th inning. Cubs leading this ball game by a score of 4-1. And with the bases empty, O'Neill Cruz steps in. This date in baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. Now's the time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. Dave Winfield, a few years prior to Molitor, 1993 on this date, had his 3,000th hit.
On the same day.
Also for the Minnesota Twins, his hometown team. Dave from St. Paul, I believe, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Went to the University of Minnesota, yeah.
Now his was kind of cool. It came against Dennis Eckersley.
Oh, wow.
In a game against Oakland. Eckersley, one of the premier relievers at that time. Tom Browning on this date in 1988 for the Cincinnati Reds. The late Tom Browning pitched a perfect game against the Dodgers. It was a long rain delay. Here's the next offering. It's strike 3 called, and Pomeranz works a 1-2-3 inning as he strikes out O'Neill Cruz looking. We go to inning number 7. It's the Cubs 4 and the Pirates 1. This is the score. And
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's gonna be great.
Getting set for the start of the 7th inning here in Pittsburgh. Cubs 4, Pirates 1. The 7th inning is sponsored by the new Volvo XC90, designed for life. Pat?
Zach, there is a new pitcher in the game. Pete Crow Armstrong will lead it off. I know you enjoy saying his name so much, Zach, so I'm going to let you say that before I jump into the fray. Here's a bouncer foul by Pete Crow Armstrong. His first name is Carmen.
Yeah, there you go.
Last name is spelled Mlodzinski. Zach, take it away.
Majinski.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon?
Bless you.
What happened to the LOD?
I just know how to pronounce it. I can't spell it. Carmen Majinski, right-hander.
And where did the J come from? I see a Z. I don't see any J in there. Okay, Zach, thank you.
Yeah.
Pete Crow Armstrong leads it off. And the pitch outside for ball one.
Well, you talk about getting cheated on letters.
Carmen Majinski. Love that spelling, though.
Sounds like it.
I'm just glad it's not my spelling. MLODZINSKI.
Yeah. Scrabble, that'd be a winner.
A lot of points. That Z at 10 right there off the bat. 2-2 on Pete Crow Armstrong. Pete with a couple of RBIs, a first inning run scoring single, a fifth inning sac fly. His next home run will be historic in terms of Cubs history. He'll be the second 30-30 man, 30 homers and 30 steals in the same year, joining Sammy Sosa. Swing and a miss by Pete, and that's out number one. Changeup got him. Sammy Sosa, one of the newest members of the Cubs Hall of Fame, inducted earlier this month, along with Derek Lee.
Great to see both of those guys at Wrigley Field for their Hall of Fame weekend.
Swanson 0 for 2 with a walk. Pitch on the way to Dansby is inside. But Tom Browning, I'm familiar with that perfect game against the Dodgers. It was in Cincinnati. It was a rain delay of about 2 hours, so the game didn't start until like after 9 o'clock at night. Swinging a ground ball, base hit up the middle. A 1-out single for Dansby Swanson. Cubs leading this game 4-1, and the batter now is Willie Castro. Now, even though the Pirates don't have a lot of firepower and they don't have a lot of great hitters in their lineup, quite frankly, they are at home. They're a big league team. You'd like to add on to this lead right now if you're the Cubs.
Well, and we talked about it yesterday. Their record at home is very good.
That's right.
You know, they're well above 500 here at home. And we saw it last night. They made a game out of it right till the end by bringing the tying run to the plate after the Cubs had a lead.
Majinski working on Willie Castro, and Willie takes inside for a ball. This was the date in 1975 that Rennie Stennett tied a major league record.
Sixes.
7 for 7.
Oh, 7. I thought it was 6-7 for 7.
In a 9-inning game.
I want to cheat him out of a knock. Jeez.
No. Swinging a foul at the plate.
I would have just taken 6 for 6.
You know what's amazing, Ron? I think most people would. Even 5 for 5 doesn't sound too shabby.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw that back. Yeah.
But 7 for 7. Now, he got 2 hits in the first inning, and then 2 hits also in the 5th inning, if you can imagine. Twice in the same game, he had 2 hits in an inning. And I don't think that had ever been done before. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Majinski to Castro. And Willie will take strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 2. The final score, it was a dreadful day for the Cubs.
Yeah.
1975. The Cubs would lose that game 22-0. It was one of the most lopsided shutouts since 1900.
Think of that, losing 22-0
at a home game. Here's Matt Shaw taking a strike.
Oof.
The great Warren Spahn, at the age of 39, pitched a no-hitter against the Phillies on this date in 1960. He struck out 15 in the game. Not bad for a 39-year-old.
I should say.
I always chuckle when I think about Warren Spahn and Ron Santo. Ron was a young player, and Warren Spahn was a veteran. He was well into his 30s, and Ron said even at that age he was no fun to face. Let me tell you, there was a game where Ronnie, the first 3 times against Spahn, and Warren had all kinds of change-ups and screwballs and, you know, just crafty.
Yep.
And he said he struck me out the first 3 times. The last time up, I hit a foul pop-up over into the first base dugout, and I yelled to Joe Torre, "Please catch it. I don't want to strike out 4 times." Here's a ground ball to short, fielded by Gonzalez, and he throws out Matt Shaw. I can just imagine you're telling a guy, "Please catch it because I don't want to strike out." Cubs don't score. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the Cubs 4 and the Pirates 1. This is the score and the Southwest Airlines.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Finances, family, and fun. Find your local event at aarp.org/il.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Pat?
Nick Gonzalez will lead it off. Andrew Kittredge, the new right-handed bearded pitcher for the Cubs, and he'll fire the first pitch inside to Gonzalez. Kittredge has been saving games in a Cub uniform, 5 out of 6 save conversions. And the pitch, a swing and a miss. And you think about a guy like Kittredge working late in games, Ron, he could have some very big moments in a Cub uniform in these upcoming weeks.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Him, Keller.
And Theo Barr, and really all the guys in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's great to have some of their veteran presence in that bullpen. You know, that are you know, scheduled to pitch late in ball games.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kittredge gets the strikeout. Gonzalez is gone. And it brings up Jack Sawinski.
Hardest working player of the game brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. And how about for the hardest working player of the game today? How about Cade Horton today? 5 innings, 3 hits, only gave up 1 run, 6 punch-outs, partner. What do you think of that?
Again, Ron, he was very cool. He knew he was matched up with Paul Skeens, last year's Rookie of the Year, but he just pitched his normal game, which is to say an excellent game, and it's his game to win right now. He just continues to impress every single time he takes the mound, and that's a rare quality in a young guy.
Yep, I would agree. And he'd have probably got into the 6th inning, but the Pirates did a pretty good job, like the Cubs did, in that first inning of at least extending their at-bats. And the pitch count got up on him a little bit. He threw 78 pitches through 5 innings, but excellent job by Horton. And he is in line to get another win for the Cubs.
Cubs leading 4-1, bottom of inning number 7 with 1 away, bases empty. Check swing on the next offering, low to Sawinski. The attendance tonight, 14,714. Sawinski strikes out on a low inside breaking ball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kittredge. Cubs lead by 3, and the batter is Nick York.
Excellent slider down and in to get the punch out. Back-to-back punch outs here in the 7th. Coming to you live all season long from the Vesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
First pitch in there for a strike to York. The Mets are hammering San Diego 8-2. That's an 8th inning score in New York. Bouncing ball left side, charging, gloving, Swanson running, flip throw to first in time. 1, 2, 3 for Kittredge. We go to the 8th inning. Cubs 4, Pirates 1 on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer bring you all the action on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
It started with one car 70 years ago when the first Volvo car.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Cars for Kids. That's Cars of the K to donate your car today, Patrick.
Michael Busch having a big game tonight. 2 doubles, a homer, and a walk. His homer led off the game against Paul Skeens. And we've talked many times, Ron, when you're facing an ace on the other side, that first run is very important because there's never a guarantee you're going to get any runs against a guy like that. But I've often thought that'll allow the other guys on your team to just relax. Hey, we're on the board.
Yeah.
We're gonna be okay tonight.
Absolutely. And Busch with a long home run, almost hit it over the bleachers in straight right. It hit the last row of seats in right field.
Fastball is up and in to Busch. 1-1.
Tough play of the game. It's sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. Got a couple of good defensive plays by the Cubs.
Busch pulls a sharp ground ball to second. York gloves it and throws to first in time. 1 away, 8th inning. Cubs leading 4-1, and the batter is Nico Horner. The attendance tonight, 14,714. Ron Coomer is the winner in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. And Ron will name the toast of the game, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot in the 9th inning.
Might have just hit.
I would say that's a good bet. Michael Busch, you bet.
Yeah, right?
Here's Nico Horner waiting for the 0-1. Carmen Majinski. And he'll miss inside with an off-speed pitch. The count 1-1.
Catch of the game tonight. That's sponsored by Catch Des Moines. Discover the weekend getaway in Des Moines where only the S's are silent. Find all the fun at CatchDesMoines.com.
As the chopper slowly hit toward third. Going to be a tough play. The throw to first base, and it's not in time. Nico Horner collecting his third hit of the game. He's going to be up over 300, I would think.
I bet he's 302 or so probably now. Would be my guess.
He was at 299 at game time. 3 for 5. Yep, that's going to put him up. Zach Zaidman is doing the numbers in his head right now. And
301.
Pretty quick, Zach.
Yeah, that's correct, Coombs.
It's a real gift you've got.
You're welcome, Z.
Here's the pitch in there for a strike. Do you carry all those numbers in your head and then never mind?
No, the reason I'm up here is because I'm not good at math.
You did not do that in your head? I'm disillusioned.
Yeah.
There's a smartphone for that.
Yeah.
Ian Happ, the batter. Happ with a walk, a sac fly, another walk. He's also popped out. So officially he's had one at bat, although he's been to the plate 4 different times. His sac fly drove in his 70th run of the year. And the pitch on the way to Happ. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 2. Ron, you're going to name the Toast of the Game ball player. It's presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. That's coming up in the 9th inning. And you will be deciding who is the Benny's Beverage Depot Toast of the Game player as Ballesteros steps in.
Well, Ballesteros, the designated hitter tonight for the Cubs, and they're sponsored by Fireplace Chimney Authority. Book now, burn later, skip the rush.
I like the way you dramatically lowered your voice there, Ron. Here comes the 1-0. And it's in there for a strike. That sounded like rehearsal to me.
Yeah, well, Zach was rehearsing the one earlier today, in dinner. And once he cleared the table, then I could practice this.
The other diners didn't appreciate the rehearsals?
They didn't appreciate Zach's. They left, and I thought, well, if they left, then I could go ahead and practice.
Hey, failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
That's right. Tell them, Zeke.
Now the 2-1 to Moises Ballesteros. And he'll take a strike. 2-2. Great to see so many Cub fans here tonight, though. Solid blue in that section right behind the first base dugout. Little chill has arrived late in the evening here. Not bad. Just a reminder that autumn is right around the corner. And the 2-2. Fouled off to the left, out of play.
Meat of the order, that's right now with Ballesteros at the plate. That's presented by Chef IQ Sense. Never under or overcook your food again. Purchase now at chefiq.com.
Zach will have the postgame show, the Verizon Cubs radio postgame show. Now, that's not going to be a rehearsal. That's going to be live.
It's part of the fun.
That's what they were saying at dinner.
3-2 on Moises, not Boises. Here's a swing and a base hit up the middle. Racing around second and going to third is Nico Horner as the throw comes in. Ballesteros collecting his second hit of the game. He's on base for the 3rd time. And again, Ron, if you're a young player and you just keep hitting, you're going to keep getting playing time.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You look at the top of the lineup for the Cubs. We talked about Bushy. home run, double, walk, double. For Horner, 3 hits in the game, 3 singles. Happer, as you said, hit by a pitch, sac fly, and a walk and scored. And now Ballesteros has been on base 3 times. That is a lot of production out of the first 4 hitters. Kelly, who's at the plate now, has 2 hits in the ball game, a single and a double.
Kelly takes a strike. And you know, as you're saying that, the most impressive thing, the Pirates starter tonight was Paul Skeens.
That's right. That's exactly right. Probably the best pitcher in baseball right now.
Swing and a miss by Kelly. And the count 0-2. But the Cubs offense went to work right away. 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Bush led off the game with a homer. Pete Crow Armstrong had a first inning RBI single. Ian Happ a second inning sac fly. The runner goes, the pitch low, throw to second. They got him in a rundown. Let's see if Nico tries to score. Now Horner's going to be in a rundown between third and home. The catcher Davis running him toward third, and the throw to third, and he's out. We'll sort out the scoring. It's a botched double steal. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs 4, Pirates 1. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Bottom 8 in Pittsburgh, Cubs 4, Pirates 1. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Talk Cubs with us on Spiegel and Holmes, 2 to 6 afternoons on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Time to check the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up.
Caleb Thielbar, 63 games this year. He is having a magnificent year. His earned run average, 1.98 over those 63 outings. And many times he's been in with the game on the line.
He has been outstanding. He, fills the zone up with strikes, forces the team to swing. I mean, just a great, great year for the Cubs so far.
Alexander Canario takes down low, 2 balls and a strike.
So checking the scoreboard, bottom of the 6th inning in New York, the Mets all over the Padres 8-2. Pete Alonso with his 35th home run.
Fly ball, shallow center. Pete Crow Armstrong racing in, and that ball is going to be a base hit. Nico Horner running with his back to the infield, couldn't get out there, and Pete Crow Armstrong could not come in quickly enough. It's a Texas leaguer for Canario, and the batter is Henry Davis.
A big swing. It kind of fooled Pete with the big swing, and the ball didn't go anywhere. He had to hit it off the end of the bat, and the ball just dumps in front of him. It's not too often a ball hangs in the air too long in center. and Armstrong doesn't catch it, but that one kind of fooled Pete a little bit.
Henry Davis will take ball one.
Meantime, in Milwaukee, the Brewers with a 5-0 lead over the Angels after 4 innings of play. Christian Yelich with a 2-run shot, his 29th.
And the 1-0. Pop fly. This is playable for Swanson. The shortstop drifting back into shallow center, making the easy catch. Out number 1. Jared Triolo coming up.
And the first out is brought to you by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming. Cardinals lead the Reds 3-0. Last of the 5th inning. Thomas Saggese with a 2-run home run for St. Louis. Top 4, Astros lead the Rangers 2-0. Marlins and Rockies, Pat, tied. They're scoreless in the top of the 3rd.
Triolo takes in. Go ahead, Zach.
The Yankees all over the Twins 10-1 now in the top half of the 5th inning in Minnesota. Orioles leading the White Sox 6-2. They're also in the top of the 5th on the south side.
Fastball away.
Cal Raleigh has hit a pair of home runs tonight. Mariners leading the Royals 10-1 now. Bottom of the 5th inning in Kansas City. So Raleigh now with 56 home runs for Seattle.
Wow.
Tying Ken Griffey Jr.'s Mariners record.
Fly ball to center should be a can of corn for Pete Crow Armstrong, and that's going to be out number 2.
Think of that. 56 home runs by a catcher.
Amazing.
Right?
And as we've discussed many times, Seattle's ballpark is not an easy home run hitting park.
No, it is not at all. That is just absolutely amazing.
Spencer Horwitz, the batter, lefty to lefty. Thielbar's pitch in there for a call strike. So most home runs by a catcher. Johnny Bench had 48. And I think that was the previous mark prior to Cal Raleigh coming along and shattering that record this year. And that might hold for a while.
Oh, my, yeah.
And he's not done yet. We've still got, what,
2
another
weeks.
Week and a half,
12,
2 weeks?
Cubs got 12 games, 11 after tonight.
1-1 bounce toward the middle. Near the bag at second is Swanson. He'll make the pick and the throw to first to get him. And the Pirates are done in the 8th. It's on to the 9th inning. Cubs 4, Pittsburgh 1. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for every pitch of Cubs.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance.
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The 9th in Pittsburgh. Cubs 4 and the Pirates 1. The ninth inning is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. Pat?
Carson Kelly will lead things off here in the ninth inning. Cubs catcher lined out, singled and doubled. And he'll take a strike from Carmen Mlodzinski. Cubs trying to make it 2 in a row in this series. Winning last night 4-0. On top tonight 4-1. Cubs getting great pitching. Last night Jamison Tyone got the win with a superb outing. And tonight Cade Horton is the pitcher of record on the positive side. Cubs with 13 hits. They've squandered a few other scoring chances. They do have 4 runs, but they've left 12 men on base. The 1-2 is a fastball outside, and the count now 2-2. I'm looking at that San Diego score. They are trailing the Mets now 8-2. That's an 8th inning score. Or is that a 6 on the board, Zach?
Bottom of the 6th.
6th inning. Swing and a miss, and Kelly is out number 1. So if the Cubs hang on to this lead, and if the Padres lose in New York, which it appears is quite likely, the Cubs can reduce their magic number to clinch the top wild card spot down to 7. Any combination of 7 Cubs wins and Padre losses will give the Cubs that number 1 wild card spot. And that means you'll play all home games in that wild card round. If it goes 2 games, it's a best of 3. But even if it goes all 3, you play all of them at home.
That's right.
And that, to me, is very significant. Especially when you've got a home park like the Cubs do.
Yeah, like Wrigley Field, there's no doubt.
Here comes the 1-0 to Pete Crow Armstrong, fouled away. Magic numbers. I had forgotten, Ron, how fun that is and exciting this time of year can be when the team you cover or the team that you root for is in it with a chance to extend their season into October. Never gets old.
No, it doesn't. It's exciting. It's fun. You know, and Cubs are on a roll there in the 15, 16, 17, 18, making the playoffs.
2-1, big tapper toward first and foul. Pete hit that ball, I think, right down off his own foot.
Yeah, right off that shin guard.
9th inning, Cubs on top, 4-1. Day game tomorrow. Quick turnaround. We'll be right back out here for you. Matthew Boyd looking for his 14th win tomorrow against Johan Oviedo. And Crow Armstrong takes strike 3 called, and that's out number 1.
I don't think Pete was overjoyed with that last call. Let's see the pitch. Yeah, it's well off the plate away. Very, very delayed call by Carlos Torres. I don't know what happened there. He had a brain cramp behind home plate, but Pete's still out.
2 down, 9th inning. Dansby Swanson, the batter. Cubs leading 4-1. Dansby 1 for 3 with a walk. Swings and misses. Please stay tuned for Zach's post-game show, the Verizon post-game show. And that's right after the ball game. Ron, have you named the Benny's Beverage Depot Toast of the Game ball player? You may have already.
I have not, but we certainly can do it right now if you would like. Right after this pitch.
Outside ball 2.
It's got to be Michael Busch, right? I know Cade threw a very good game for 5 innings, but Michael Busch has had an exceptional ball game. A homer in the first, double in the second, walk in the fourth, and a double in the sixth for Michael Busch.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. I'm with you. He had a tremendous game.
A homer and a double off Skeens, walked in the fourth, and really, as you mentioned multiple times tonight, set the tempo of the game right away, hitting one almost out of the stadium in the very first inning.
Looper into center. There's a base hit for Swanson. Dansby collecting his second hit of the game, so he's going to be flirting up around the 250 mark. You get late in the season, it's hard to move the batting average up when you have this many at-bats, but it also doesn't go down as quickly either, so there's that. Here's Willie Castro. Willie, a switch hitter, batting left-handed, looks at a ball downstairs. And now Majinski, the right-hander, is at the belt, fires again, inside, almost hits Willie Castro. Many of the fans have headed for the exits. There were 14,000 plus here. And I would have to say many of them had to be disappointed with the effort of Paul Skeens tonight. He's a great young talent. He just did not have a good game.
Yeah, Cubs did a great job in that first inning. 33 pitches in the first inning.
A night like that, Ron, it reminds you of just how good big league hitters are on every team. Cubs certainly have their share of good offensive players, and if you don't have your good stuff as a pitcher, you're going to get hurt. You're going to give up runs and hits, and all kinds of jams are going to happen to you. 3-1, bounce to first, glove by Horwitz, steps on the bag, ends the inning. Time to fasten those seatbelts. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Cubs 4, Pirates 1. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Nico Horner here. Pat and Ron call every game on the Chicago.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free.
It's reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed broadband experience report, August 2024.
Make smooth cuts with the Bosch Miter Saw. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
Brad Keller had the save last night. He will try to have a save here in a few moments. Brian Reynolds first up, swings and misses. Cubs on top by a 4-1 score. Deep drive to center, but playable and caught by Crow Armstrong, and that's out number one. Reynolds retired. One away, ninth inning. Cubs lead by 3, and the batter is O'Neill Cruz.
Good start for Keller here in the 8th. He is just forcing the Pirates to swing the bat.
One away, bottom of the 9th. And the next pitch fouled away by O'Neill Cruz. Cade Horton in line to be 11-4 if the bullpen can hang on to this lead. Swinging a foul, 0-2 on Cruz.
Cade was outstanding today. Got through that first inning, have some good at-bats. Bullpen has come in and done their job exceptionally well.
Check swing, no swing, 1-2.
Keller in line, 2 more outs to get a save.
And the next pitch missing, 2-2. Keller, the big right-hander, brings it 2-2, and that is taken outside. Didn't miss by much.
Fastball at the knees, just missed off the plate away. Carlos Torres is hearing it from the Cubs dugout, especially after they saw the pitch that they called Pico Armstrong out on.
Here's a chopper foul, left side.
Say you wanted to be an umpire, did you?
And the payoff pitch. Called strike 3, and that's out number 2. Cruz with a few words for Carlos Torres.
It's a fastball inside corner, right at the knees. Good pitch. Yeah.
And the Pirates are down to their last chance. Cub fans starting to stand. Swinging a foul back by Nick Gonzalez. That's always a great sign. You're on the road, but you don't feel nearly as lonely when you have thousands of your fans in attendance.
Yeah.
They swing and they miss, and they count 0-2. Pirates down to their last strike. The windup by Keller in the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and the Cubs win the ball game. The Cubs take another step toward postseason play as they beat the Pirates tonight by a score of 4-1. Great pitching by the Cubs all night long. It started with Cade Horton, and every guy in the bullpen also did a good job, Ron.
Really did. You know, it's one of those things. You know, Cade Horton matched up with Paul Skeens, 2 of the best, young talents in our game on the mound, and Cade Horton wins that battle, and the Cubs win the battle tonight. And from the 6th inning on, the bullpen lights out, did its job very well. Very nice win. But the other big tip of the cap is to the top of that lineup for the Cubs against Skeens tonight, putting pressure on him right away in that first inning.
Cubs win it. We'll be back with the totals and a little bit more. Zach will have the post-game show later on. The final tonight, the Chicago Cubs 4 and the Pittsburgh Pirates 1. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Join us for some Cubs talk every morning. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score.
Future You is using their rapid rewards for their next vacation. All thanks to present you signing up with Southwest Airlines, where you earn points every time you fly. Because what's the point of points that...
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs for...
Get ready to reward Future You with a future flight. Sign up for Rapid Rewards today and redeem your points on any seat, any day, anytime. Only at Southwest. All Rapid Rewards rules and regulations apply and can be found at southwest.com/RR terms.
Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric wants you to avoid breakdowns this winter. Did you know your dirty furnace costs more to operate? It increases your utility bill and leads to more breakdowns? Now's the time. Schedule your Four Seasons tune-up today for only $89.95. The furnace tune-up includes a 30-point inspection, complete cleaning, and is backed by the industry-leading 1-year, no breakdown guarantee. Peace of mind, lower utility bills, just a Four Seasons tune-up away.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This Prime Big Deal Days, October 7th and 8th, you can get a great deal on a new foot spa, transforming you into the queen of kicking it.
Wait, this has bubble jets. Okay.
Get up to 40% off with Prime Big Deal Days, October 7th and 8th.